guys, welcome back to WODdoc Project 365, episode 493. Today I'm here with Speedy from CrossFit FTT, head coach here. What's your real name?
Real name's Ben, but everyone calls me Speedy.
Hey, Ben, really everybody calls you Speedy. That's because he's so damn fast, I guess, right?
Yeah.
How'd you get the nickname Speedy?
I was just fast on crutches after I did some ankle damage in a race once. So just going into town on crutches, getting drunk, and just stuck in university.
I got you. I hear you. All right, cool. All right, so anyway, so Speedy has his own little take on some stuff that we do on with our forearm extensors here. They get all jacked up when we're doing a lot of gripping exercises and stuff. And there was one thing that he did that was a little different. And whenever I catch somebody doing something different, I like for them to run me through it, because if I find it interesting, most likely many of you guys will out there, because I get exposed to so many different cool techniques. So, Speedy, show me.
Well, as you guys see all the time, a lot of people are stretching their wrists like this way. Hands go in, hands go out. So it's obviously applicable to that front rack and etc. But what we see people miss a lot of the time is the ability to drop that wrist down and how much you can come into that flexion of the wrist, which is going to be stretching those extensors. So what I did back when I first tried it, both hands were here and my elbows used to be bent. After a while, I could get them straight, add a bit of load, come into external rotation in those elbows.
And that's right there. That's what I saw that was a lot different. So I've seen a lot of people, especially like, gymnastics WOD, whatnot, they will get up into this position, and that's where we see it. We see a lot of people, they start out very tight, right? And they're able to get into that extended position. That's kind of like where a lot of people stop. And don't mind this elbow here, but that's where a lot of people stop. But then what I noticed is you kind of put you could block that down there, and then from right there, you kind of add that. Now, what do you feel there when you do that? Like, what do you feel more of there?
Well, first I block it, right, so that hand doesn't start sliding. And once it's blocked, I can really crank.
Are you pulling up or are you pushing down?
I'm pushing down with my opposite hand, and then I can really crank on that rotation, bringing the arm into external rotation there. I can even lean back, and you'll really feel every one of those little extensors coming out of the back of that wrist there.
Yeah, so take a look at this, guys, right? So start just like this. Just flick your wrist up, like all the way up like that.
Right.
What you'll see is that the course of tissue comes like this, right? So it starts towards the thumb area and comes out towards the outside portion of the elbow. We call it the lateral epicondyle, right? So as he flexes down, which is really, really great, this is probably where most people are going to start. This is our goal where we get to. But once we get to right there, what I love what Speedy did is he wound that up, and he really was able to collect all that slack. And then if you're really good, if you're like superstar Speedy, right, he was able to lean on back. Now that takes all that slack. We first collect all that slack, and then we really, really can put a pretty significant mobilization in there, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Gets in deep.
So how long do you do that for?
I sort of, instead of holding a time, because I'm bad with time, I just like to count reps. So I might bring that external rotation on, and I'll just lean back, small pause, and I might go through, say, 15 reps.
Do you always do one arm, or do you do two arms at the same time?
In the beginning, I couldn't do two arms at the same time. That's why I figured out to block it.
Right.
Now I can get into two arms, but it's still not as effective as going that one arm.
So you say block it down with the one arm.
Yeah.
Get on in here.
Really crank on that.
And then externally rotate, and then get the.
back.
Ooh, yeah, I can feel that. Cool. So, guys, let's try this out. See if it helps you out. I think it will help me out. And Speedy, I can't thank you enough for coming on.
Pleasure.
Guys, until tomorrow, we're optimizing function to optimize performance.